So the question today is social media bad for us? When I first wrote up this question, my immediate answer was no, social media is not bad for us. I think anything that is used without moderation can to some extent be bad for us. So I think it depends more on the user and less on the platform itself. I think if we were able to kind of create something within education systems or something within communities to teach people on how to moderately use social media, maybe people will start thinking of social media as a positive thing rather than a negative thing. So according to Google, the definition of bad is having a harmful effect on, and as well the definition of social media is websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. As usual, for my argument phase, I've collected some of your opinions, I thought up my own, and although the intent of this video was to kind of defend this generation and to defend social media, after hearing some of the advantages and disadvantages, there are two disadvantages that to me spoke out and told me, hold up, it might not be as good as you think. I don't think it's necessarily terrible for us, and I don't think it's necessarily great for us either. I'm really indecisive and I have no idea. So after you hear the advantages and disadvantages that I collected and both thought up, please let me know what you think at the end of it, because for me, I'm just left indecisive. They say bring the bad news first, so I'm going to bring to your attention the first disadvantage, which got mine. Now, down to the bone, all of these social media platforms are all businesses, and they run by their own agendas and their own perspectives on certain things. And on our social medias, we always think that we can say whatever we want or, talk about whatever we want. Freedom of expression, really. And because it is a business, if there's something that we post or we say that isn't in line with their agendas, it can be taken off. Now, to me personally, I think that's a dangerous thing because we're being tricked into thinking we have freedom of expression, and we'll live our lives continuously thinking that our freedom of expression is freedom of expression when it's really something that is a little bit censored by other people's agendas. So the second disadvantage that I'm going to be talking about was given to me by my librarian, so thank you very much. Shout out to Miss Anik. This idea is cyberbullying. Now, although bullying exists in real life and people say naturally it was gonna exist in social media anyways, and it's the people's fault and not the platform's fault, well, there is a few things the platform has that really enhances cyberbullying. One of them being the anonymous factor. So when someone is anonymous, they're more likely to say something that they wouldn't say in real life. Now, bullying is really important to bring light to, and I don't think it's right in any way or form. But on social media, it's in a larger scale because of that anonymous factor. People are hiding behind their screens and not taking responsibility for what their words might do to a person. And sometimes it makes it hard for people to remember that it's just another person behind a screen and not just a computer that they're talking to. Now to go to the advantages. I think the first and the most important advantage is the ability to make connections and maintain connections that you have with people through these social media platforms. Now, I was talking to my dad a month ago and I asked him about the friends that he had in high school or middle school and whether he still had contact with them. And he told me that it was so difficult because moving away and having that distance and having slow things like letters being sent from one side to the other got really messy, and they really didn't get a chance to keep those friendships for a long time. Whereas for me, I have friends that I have maintained my friendship with just because of social media. Some of them that moved away, that were with me in primary school and that I still talk to now, and I'm as close to them as I am with any of my friends that are with me here. So I think it's a beautiful platform to be able to make connections, and especially for people that maybe aren't too fond of going out and they might be a little bit more introverted or they might be shy. Social media is a great way for them to make friends because it's easier to find people that have the same interests, or easy to talk to people because you are behind a screen. Now, that being said, of course, some people are gonna say, yeah, but being behind the screen isn't too authentic. But I mean, if you have the same intentions and you have the same opinions on social media and you're not acting like someone else, then I don't think it's that much of a harm. Another advantage of social media is something that I see myself doing a lot, and it's learning through social media. A lot of people share their skills and share how they do things online, or share their experiences and new things that they've tried that encourage other people to do the same. So I think that if there's like a positive outlook on learning new things on social media, it kind of, translates through to people that are, using the platform, and I think it's a great thing. So the last thing I'd like to mention is news. Now I think it can be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on how you look at it. There's a quick access to news on social media. Now, of course, when it comes to talking about certain news outlets and their own agendas, I don't think that's the platform's fault. I think that's just how media is right now. So I think that part isn't really social media's fault and isn't a hindrance on social media itself. Now the bad part of social media is that ability to not be able to monitor fake news. There's a lot of fake news that runs around in social media that no one can really control. So I think, it's up to you to decide, but I think that news can be both a good thing and a bad thing in social media. So my final take is simple. I think we have to use social media in moderation, and I think that means being able to tell the advantages and the disadvantages and keeping them in mind while using social media. Personally, I've connected with so many people using social media, and it's done me great in that aspect. Now, that being said, I don't think that it's a complete great thing, and I don't think social media is this terrible, monstrous thing. I just think it's something that we have to learn how to use together. That being said as well, I want to know your opinions. Are you still indecisive like me, or do you think it's bad, do you think it's good, and why? I hope you enjoyed today's video. That is an explored thought for today.